Since its beginnings 150 years ago, roller skating has seen several comebacks in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and now, thanks to the pandemic shutdowns and social media, the retro pastime is having another major moment. And as Tori Bedford tells us, it's a sport with a rich history with deep roots in another era of protests.
I'm still Jenny from the block.
Roller skating seems like it's everywhere, with people itching for something to do outside the house during the shutdown and skating videos going viral on social media platforms like TikTok and Instagram. The retro pastime is having a moment. But for longtime skaters like Hazley Joseph, roller skating is so much more than just a passing online trend. At a protest in Boston earlier this month, Joseph joined dozens of other roller skaters in a skate rally from Cambridge to Alston in support of the Black Lives Matter movement.
We are skaters, and we love skating, and we want to show people in the skate community that we stand behind this movement and we skate together.
This isn't the first time we've seen protest and roller skating join forces.
With the civil rights movement happening while roller skating was getting that first amp, a lot of it did cross over a lot that people don't really know about.
In fact, that's how modern roller skating really got its start.
This is roller skating, America's favorite fun sport.
During desegregation in the 1950s and 60s, many roller rinks fought to keep black skaters out. In response, they staged protests and sit-ins. This evolved into rinks holding specific nights for white skaters and black skaters. And those black skating nights are where modern styles like jam, hip-hop, and rhythm skating were born.
We just have a unique look and way that we skate because it's a product of our environment and what we have to face on the outsides of these rinks to where we have to come and, kind of form our own little tribe. So we have our trademark way of how we express ourselves on skates here.
Derek Foster Tony's family has run Chez Vu's roller rink in Dorchester for decades. He grew up here watching history being made in real time.
It was almost like you were at a cookout and everyone knew each other. When you came in here, it was, predominantly, black people, but it was such a scene to see where it was like, wow, this is powerful. This is one of the main spaces we had to be able to do that and do so safely.
And it still is. Foster Tony skates at rinks around the country, where he says rules still exist to keep black skaters from feeling welcome. Things like no baggy pants and no baseball caps.
Maybe they'll chase me down on the floor and tell me to take my hat off. Or maybe they'll, little things like that where you think in your head, well, why is this necessary?
You won't find dress code rules at Chez Vu's, where skaters of all colors have always been welcome. But even as roller skating is gaining popularity online, historically black roller rinks are closing across the country. For now, Chez Vu's is hoping they'll survive the coronavirus pandemic shutdown and reopen their doors, this time to a whole new generation of skaters. Tori Bedford, WGBH News.
Chez Vu was closed during the shutdown and isn't slated to open until phase 4 of the state's reopening plan.